It's great to work on a startup project, but it's useless without an effective sales funnel. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you the funnel strategy that any startup should have. Simple, but powerful. Hi, I'm Amaury, founder and CEO at MyCTO, where founders come to learn how to build their tech startup. With this Startup Snack series, available on both podcast and YouTube, I want to share with you the essential to make it easier for you to build your tech startup. And you know what? The startups who succeed the most are usually not the one who come up with the great idea first. They are the one that are able to sell that great idea. And it's pointless to work on a startup project for months or years if you do not have an effective sales funnel. So, sales funnels are very trendy these days. Everyone talks about complex strategies, countless options, and as a startup founders, it's easy to get lost. The only thing you need, in fact, is just to attract clients and to optimize your sales. And if you are a startup, here is my personal recommendation. Keep it super simple. It's easy to get lost in complex things. Upsells, downsells, bump offers. And there are tons of communications, campaign strategies, media channel, social media, paid ads, and so on and so forth. So, before to use all those tactics and techniques, build a basic funnel first. And then you can develop new strategies, test and learn what works and what doesn't. And so that's why I recommend you to get started with this 4-level funnel. Level 1 is where you will attract people. People you don't know yet, I mean. So it's mainly on social media where you will need a very clear bio, casual and straightforward, describing who you serve and what you do for them. Then you also need a media to express yourself, to share your knowledge, to share the vision you have about a specific need and a specific problem. So it starts with a blog. A blog, I think, is still mandatory for any startup. Then maybe you can consider creating video YouTube, some videos, and maybe a podcast. The podcast is also something that is pretty trendy these days, but it's quite hard to go to this new area if you don't have a bit of experience. What is important about the communication, either on social media or on your own media, is to communicate on regular basis about your customers' goals, and what are the techniques to achieve those goals. What are your customers' desires? Really deep dive into what they want and describe the problem until to get to what they really need, which eventually will become your solution down the road. So, no need to be always specifically in your domain of expertise. For example, I am a CTO, I am very technical, but still I am today doing a video about sales funnel for startups, just because I have experience with this and because it's useful for my audience. So you can do the same, and which will lead us to the level 2. The real start of the funnel, where you will actually know people, where you will have the permission to contact them. And by the way, I really recommend you the book Permission Marketing from Seth Godin. This is really a must if you want to understand the relation you will have with your prospect, your people. So to keep it simple again, all the techniques we've talked about so far, the blog, the communications, etc., the level 1, they only have one goal, to get the permission to contact your audience, period. The unknown people will have identified your content maybe as useful for them. And if that's the case, then you need to put in front of them a call to action, something to get the permission to contact them, to share even more value with them, even more solutions with them. And even nowadays, there is nothing better than emails. It remains the most effective option when it comes to building a funnel and to have a real connection, one-on-one, without filters between you and your your users. Social media come and goes. With social media, yesterday it was Facebook, the best one. Today, maybe it's Instagram. Tomorrow, it's going to be another one. Who knows? But you need to keep control with the communication between you and your users. So that's where I want to introduce you, if you don't know it already, the concept of the lead magnet. The lead magnet is a free something available on your website in exchange of your users' contact information. It can be a freemium version of your product if you already have a product to offer. It can be an ebook about something, about very, very specific about how to achieve something. But if you don't want to create an ebook, you can just create maybe the to-do list or the checklist or whatever, the workflow to get something, to get a specific result. Just always be focused on providing value, providing results to your users. And once you have your contact audience, once you establish this contact with your lead magnet, they put their email on your website, then you have to get in touch with them. In average, for someone to do the first purchase, to buy the first time a product from a company, they need to have between 6 to 8 interactions before coming to your website, receiving emails, etc., etc. So it's mandatory to send regular emails at least once a week as a startup. That's what I recommend. And 80% of these emails should be value, not selling, just providing value tactics and helping them on a daily basis. It's really to show them that you care about people and you are just not here to get their money. Be kind and helpful in your communication. And once in a while, you will sell them a low ticket offer, the catch offer in your email, redirecting them to a sales page. And if you do some good job on a regular basis with your communication, your people will anyway want more from you. They will be willing to pay to have more. Maybe some of them will send you email asking for more. And that's where we move to the level 3 of the funnel, where people already paid for something, even a little thing. And that's when things become very interesting. There is a real psychology barrier to put the first penny into a company, to just put your credit card number on a website. When you do that, that means that you trust the company that you are willing to buy from. And if you did that, you did a good job. And that trust will make it even easier for you to sell other things, to do upsells, and to cross-sell other product or other solutions for your users. So this catch offer that you are going to build right now, at that stage, it has to be very attractive, something that is not really profitable. That's not the goal. You just have to maybe pay for the acquisition cost if you run some ads later on. And that's it. It's just the establishing the contact with someone that is willing to pay for what you have to offer. No need to be profitable on the day one. Remember, you are a startup anyway. So this low price offer is here to impress by the quality of what you have to offer. And this is usually where they will identify if basically your product is a good fit for what they need, and where you as a founder, as a startup, you will identify who among your audience you really use your product and take some benefits from it. And if your product convince them, if they get enough value, there is a good chance that they will want more again, and they will be willing to maybe buy your high ticket offer. And that's the last step of this basic funnel. The premium version of your offer, the early stage startup, need cash. Any startup founder, any startup need cash, but more specifically on the early stage, you need a high ticket, maybe that can integrate not only a scalable thing and automated things, but some service-based offer, because it can help you maybe generate a bit of money, but above all, to improve the process of the product, the automated offer that you are going to build down the road. You cannot create an Uber or Airbnb overnight. It's not possible. You cannot just create that scalable offer overnight. You need to deep dive into this process, the workflow, what people really want. And for that, there is no better things than just being in one-on-one in contact, and the service-based offer can be a very good option for you. Even the founder of Airbnb, he took the picture of the apartment in New York to put them on his website first, before becoming really scalable. So in conclusion, and one more time, I want to invite you to keep it super simple. It's challenging enough to build a startup, and do not overcomplicate things. Start with a very simple communication, blog posts, YouTube videos, eventually a podcast later on. Then catch people's contacts as soon as you can to give them more value on a regular basis. And to build that trust, they have to know, like, and trust you in order to buy something from you. So sell them a low price thing, low price offer to build and to break that psychology barrier. This will open the gate to sell premiums offer, and that will also convince them that you are adding much more value. You can add much more value by a much higher paid solutions. And if you use the service-based offer, it will help you to create a more scalable and more automated offer down the road for your project. If you enjoy learning with us and want to see more, consider subscribing. Help us spread the word by hitting the like button and by sharing with your entrepreneur friends. If you have any question and want to suggest a topic, feel free to comment down below. And you can also check out our website if you want to learn more about our coaching program and how you can join.